In this video, I am sharing my current evening skincare routine with the main emphasis on managing melasma. Please keep watching. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to Invest in Your Face, my name is Amy. I am a registered nurse. I have melasma and I post videos dedicated to topics related to melasma and ways I manage it. If this type of content interests you, please subscribe and hit that notification bell for future videos. Now, if you watched my recent morning skincare routine, you will see some of the same products in this video because I apply them twice a day. And then of course, there are other products that I use only in the evening. So let's get started. I always double cleanse to start using an oil-based cleanser followed by a gentle hydrating cleanser to effectively remove all the sunscreen, makeup, and buildup that accumulates on the skin over the course of the day. Now, this is just good practice and will prepare the skin to optimize the evening products. And I recommend using cleansers that suit your skin type. Now, I continue to go back to my favorites, DHC's Deep Cleansing Oil and CeraVe's Gentle Hydrating Facial Cleanser. Now, after cleansing, I am a fan of using many products to incorporate ingredients that benefit those dark melasma patches, which are a result of the overproduction of melanin. Melanin synthesis, also known as melanogenesis, involves multiple steps, so using products that address those steps can be the most beneficial. For example, retinoids address the step prior to melanin synthesis. Tyrosinase inhibitors target that enzyme tyrosinase that is essential for melanin synthesis. And there are also products that can inhibit the transfer of melanin. Also beneficial are products that have anti-inflammatory properties. Remember, inflammation is a trigger for melasma. Blood vessels also play a role, and I'll also address the importance of skin cell turnover. Now, keep in mind your skin type, your melasma, and how your skin reacts to products and combinations of products. My skin type is normal to dry and sensitive at times, so I introduce new products slowly and stick to products that are alcohol and fragrance-free. My first step after cleansing is the same as it is in my morning routine, and it is Niacinamide Brightening Toner from Good Molecules. This one product is formulated with many melasma benefiting ingredients, including 3% niacinamide, licorice root extract, vitamin C, and Arbutin. Now, niacinamide is a form of vitamin B3, and it benefits melasma through the reduction of melanosomes transfer, and it is also an anti-inflammatory. Niacinamide is just an all-around great ingredient to have in your routine because it also helps with moisture retention, which can improve tolerating skincare that is beneficial for melasma but may possibly cause dryness. The other ingredients, licorice root extract, helps with pigmentation by inhibiting the production of tyrosinase. It helps to disperse melanin, and it too is an anti-inflammatory. Vitamin C is an excellent antioxidant, and I'll talk about Arbutin in my next step. To apply this toner, I just put a few drops into the palm of my hand, and then I gently smooth and pat it onto my face. Now, my next step is also one I use in the morning, and it is Shirojyun Arbutin Whitening Gel by Hada Labo. This is a Japanese line, and Arbutin is found in many Japanese brightening products. It is a tyrosinase inhibitor that is a derivative of hydroquinone. It is a good alternative to hydroquinone because it is known to be better tolerated and less irritating. I'm currently not using hydroquinone. I have in the past with good results, but right now I'm just taking a break. But for anyone who is feeling like their melasma is not improving with over-the-counter skincare products such as these, no matter how consistent with the products and no matter how consistent with diligent use of sunscreen and sun avoidance measures during the day, I encourage you to talk to a dermatology provider either in person, or if you are not able or don't have access, consider an online dermatology service that personalizes treatments for skin conditions such as melasma to include prescription ingredients like hydroquinone, which remains the gold standard for treating melasma topically. It has been around a long time, and there is a lot of research data to support its effectiveness. Dermatica, Muesli, Clarify RX are just a few names I found through a quick search, and I'm sure you run across ads for them all the time. I know I do. I have not used this type of service, but if you have any experience using an online dermatology program such as these, please share about it with us in the comment section. Now this product is hyaluronic acid based, which helps with skin hydration. It makes my skin feel supple, and I apply it by putting a few drops into the palm of my hand and then just gently smoothing it onto my face. Now my next step incorporates tranexamic acid into my routine, which is good for addressing the vascular component associated with melasma, along with preventing the initiation of melanogenesis, and it works well with alpha Arbutin. Now at night I have been using the Inky List Tranexamic Acid Night Treatment. I use one pump and apply an even thin layer to the areas of my melasma and then smooth it all over. There's nothing that makes this exclusive for nighttime use, so this could also be used in the morning. Now my next treatment step is azelaic acid. This benefits melasma in many ways, including promoting gentle skin cell turnover. It is an antioxidant, has anti-inflammatory properties, and it too is a tyrosinase inhibitor to help reduce the overproduction of pigment. And as I mentioned in my previous video, specifically about azelaic acid, and what I like especially is that unlike hydroquinone, azelaic acid targets only abnormal hyperactive melanocytes. So this can be applied all over the face, not just on the areas of melasma. And I continue to incorporate azelaic acid into my routine with Azclear, a medicated treatment lotion, 20% azelaic acid, and something I had not been doing when I shot my morning routine video that I am doing now is blending a pea-sized amount of this cream with a drop of this Pure Fit Cica Serum by CosRx to help thin the cream, and I found that it makes it easier to apply a nice thin layer. Plus, I gain the benefits of this plant-based serum that is made up of Centella asiatica extracts and Pinus pinister bark extract that provide anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits. I use this day and night and apply it to the areas of my melasma first and then blend it all over. In addition to benefiting my melasma, this too can also help improve overall skin texture. Next, I want to talk about my final step before moisturizing, and it is a retinol. Again, as I mentioned earlier about hydroquinone, if your melasma is currently especially stubborn and unresponsive to prescription skincare, you may want to consider consulting with a dermatology provider about prescription strength retinol, also known as retinoic acid, such as tretinoin. It's commonly combined with hydroquinone in compound creams. Currently, I am managing my melasma with a retinol or retinaldehyde every evening, with the exception of that one evening a week when I apply an alpha hydroxy acid to exfoliate, which I will talk about in a moment. But first, retinaldehyde is a non-prescription retinol that is one conversion step away from retinoic acid. Now, when applied in the skin, retinol is converted into retinaldehyde and then retinoic acid, which is that active form of vitamin A that benefits the skin. In other words, when you are applying prescription retinoic acid such as tretinoin, the benefits are seen in less time because no conversion by the body is required. Now, whether you apply a non-prescription or prescription form of vitamin A, it is an important step in managing melasma because it helps to improve the pigment distribution by regulating melanocytes. Other benefits include rejuvenating skin, producing new collagen, and promoting skin cell turnover, which can allow for other ingredients to penetrate more effectively. And the one I have been using is this one called Crystal Retinol by Melasma. It comes in 1, 3, 6, and 10. I use Crystal Retinal 6, which is 0.06% encapsulated retinaldehyde. I tolerated tretinoin quite well in the past, and I was very comfortable starting at this percentage. If you are new to vitamin A or retinols, then 1 or 3 would be a good place to start. As you know, irritation is a trigger for melasma, and with irritation being the most common side effect of retinoids, starting with a low strength and introducing it slowly and increasing it gradually is your best bet. Now, when I first started, I used this once a week for 2 weeks, then twice a week for 2 weeks, then every other day for 2 weeks, and then I gradually worked up to applying this every evening, with the exception of that one evening when I exfoliate. You want to advance as your skin adjusts, and this may mean applying it a few times per week only. It does not need to be applied daily. Remember, the key to managing melasma goes back to the basic approach of gentleness to avoid triggering melasma. The goal is to achieve the benefits for melasma while avoiding excessive irritation and inflammation, which could potentially worsen melasma. Now, if you are interested in trying a retinaldehyde, I highly recommend this one by Melasma. Crystal Retinal is described as the next generation form of vitamin A. This is formulated with stabilized retinaldehyde, and it has been shown to deliver results 11 times faster than classic forms of non-prescription retinol with no additional irritation, which is appealing to those of us with melasma. This is also formulated with hyaluronic acid, which is a humectant to help the skin draw and retain water. I apply a pea-size amount, and then I dot it all of my face, starting with the forehead, the cheeks, the nose, above the lip, and then the chin, and then blending it all in. This pump makes it easy to control the amount. Less is more, and that pea-size amount is all you need. And I finish it all up with a moisturizer. Now, the moisturizer can be applied before and or after retinol. You will still reap the benefits of the retinol while decreasing the occurrence of common side effects, including dryness, irritation, redness, flaking, or peeling. Now, I posted a video on moisturizers for melasma that I will link in the description, but quickly, I recommend a moisturizer that includes unsaturated fatty acids. There are studies that show pigment lightening effects with unsaturated fatty acids called linoleic acid and alpha-linolenic acid. And in the evening, this is my current moisturizer, Ultra Moisturizing Cream by Ceramedx. It contains the linoleic acid that I am looking for. It's formulated with a plant-based blend of plant-based ceramides, natural fatty acids, as I mentioned, and cholesterol. This is ultra moisturizing, which I think is the reason I have not had any issues with dryness and flaking or peeling with the retinaldehyde or with exfoliating. This is a heavier moisturizer for sure than my morning moisturizer, which I like because nighttime is when I am using the products that can potentially cause more dryness and irritation. This is rich, but it is still non-greasy and it absorbs nicely. That's my evening routine, with the exception of the one evening a week when I apply Mandelic Acid 5% Skin Prep Water by a Korean brand called Wishtrend. This is a gentle, low irritant exfoliating toner that is formulated with panthenol, which helps to maintain moisture, Centella Asiatica extract, which has been shown to calm inflammation. As I mentioned with this product, it's also been shown in some studies to help prevent UV-induced hyperpigmentation. This also includes beta-glucan, which is a humectant, and it also includes a form of licorice root extract. I gently exfoliate only one night a week to help shed superficial pigmented skin cells. I apply it by putting a few drops into my hand and then patting it on to dry skin, first step after cleansing. And sometimes to apply, I'll put a few drops onto a makeup pad and then use this to gently sweep it onto the areas of my face. Now on this one evening, I skipped the retinaldehyde to avoid the risk of irritation, excessive dryness, or over exfoliation. I also skipped the niacinamide toner because of pH pH levels. Niacinamide can elevate the pH of the acid and decrease its effectiveness, while the acid can lower the pH of the niacinamide and can sometimes cause some redness. I go over all of this in a video I posted specifically about Mandelic acid and its benefits for melasma. Please check that one out for more information about why Mandelic acid is a great way to incorporate the most gentle alpha hydroxy acid into your skincare routine to manage melasma. So in the description box, I will link videos, I will recap the skincare routine that I talked about today, and I will also provide links to all the products that I talked about in this video. Now remember, each person's experience with melasma and skincare will vary, and I hope by sharing my routine provides some helpful information as you continue to manage your melasma. If so, please hit that like button. It helps to grow my channel, and feel free to share this video with anyone who may benefit. Don't forget to patch test any new skincare products that you introduce into your routine. And whether you are using prescription or non-prescription skincare, managing melasma is challenging. Gentleness is key, along with patience and consistency. You know your skin best. Find what works for you. Seek advice from a dermatology provider, and of course, sunscreen reapplication throughout the day, and sun avoidance measures are required for any skincare product or treatment for melasma to be effective. Thank you as always to my subscribers for your continued support. Wishing everyone good health, and thank you for taking the time to invest in your face. Bye.